All right, y'all, here we go. Ain't nobody here but me. Y'all hear that? I like to go in a real haunted house. I mean, a good one. Is Rose Red real? What, Rose Red? Yeah. No, no, I want to go in there. I gotta have my answer. They told me I had. They were like, they told me a secret though. They were like, what they say? They were like something about. They were like. They were like, I can't remember. They were like, if you go to a haunted house and notice something, you ain't want it. It probably wouldn't happen to me, but for the most part, that's what the spirits are saying. Something like that. Anyway, I will utterly consume. This is Zephaniah. The word of the Lord which came to Zephaniah, the son of Cushi, the son of Gilead, the son of Amariah, the son of Hezekiah, in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah. I will utterly consume everything from the face of the land, says the Lord. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the birds of the air, the birds of the heavens, the fish of the sea, and the stumbling blocks, along with the wicked. I will cut off man from the face of the land, said the Lord. I will stretch out my hand against Judah and against the inhabitants of Jerusalem. I will cut off every trace of Baal from this place, the names of adulterous priests with the pagan priests, those who worship the host of heaven on the housetop, those who worship and swear oath by the Lord, but who also swear by Milcom, those who have turned back from following the Lord and have not sought the Lord, not inquired of him. Be silent in the presence of the Lord God, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For the Lord has prepared a sacrifice. He has invited the guests, and it shall be in the day of the Lord, on the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with foreign apparel. In the same day I will punish all those who leap over the threshold, who fill their master houses with violence and deceit. And there shall be on the day of the said the Lord the sound of a mournful cry from the fish gate. Now that right there can easily be, you know what? Whether from the second quarter, but really the fish gate and the egg gate. I mean, I don't know if it's an egg gate, but that's pretty widespread right now, bro. It's like it's so widespread. Don't nobody want to clean themselves up, but you ain't. It's not natural. I mean, you shouldn't be a fish. It's like you going backwards, and you liable to reincarnate a fish, I guess, and and allow crashing from the hills. Well, you inhabitants of the Mactus, for all the merchants, people are cut down. All those who handle money are cut off. And it shall come to pass at the time that I will search Jerusalem with lamps and punish the men who are settled in complacency, who says in their heart, the Lord will not do good, nor will he do evil. You know they love sex stuff like that. Therefore, their good shall become booty. There it go again. And see what it is these two chapters. I could have looked these two chapters over. I could have. Let me finish it. I go back. And their houses a desolation. They shall build houses, but not inhabit them. They shall plant vineyard, but not drink their wine. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasten quickly. The noise of the day of the Lord is bitter. There the mighty men shall cry. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of devastation, desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fortified cities and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. Their blood shall be poured out like dust, and their flesh like refuse. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Y'all, that's the day. I know my energy do that. That's what I've been trying to explain. I could have just read this. Like, when you do something wrong to me, all this happens. I know that for a fact. I can point out the people and show you the people who done stuff to me and how they turned out. We could ride. If somebody came over here and picked me up, and let's say it's a woman that ain't scared of nothing, and say, show me the South Node people, show me these people that did something, I can point you out to all of them people, and it's gonna fit these scriptures perfectly. Whether they stole money and got away with it or not, these people live in a hollow void of fear, and they terrified, and it wasn't worth the money they stole. Just put it that way. Anyway, for all the merchant people are cut down, all those who handle money are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with lamps and punish the men. Okay, that ain't it. I'm over here, wrong part. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he will make speedy riddance of all those who dwell in the land. I wouldn't be playing with God right now. Too much stuff coming to pass. Like, yeah, 5-10 years ago, we was all like, well, 10-15 years ago, we was all like, well, the Bible, you know, it's half true, half this, blah, 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 blah. And nothing really, I knew that stuff was coming true, but I knew it was just certain part. But it wasn't to this degree. Now everything is coming true. Like, it's like people doing what they typically do. Rob and steal from folks, emulate people, and switch their destiny, switch the scripts up. But the shit ain't worth it. It's like, let me give you an example. For card readers, let's say a card reader do it, but a well-known card reader that's affiliated with all the best card readers, and they kind of somewhat support the fake card reader. Everybody in the tarot community, cards gonna get stagnated just on that particular energy. Good God Almighty. When you look at this energy, you be like, why is people keep doing what they doing? It ain't nothing but the devil. It ain't even devils. They puppets. You know what I mean? It's the people who sold their soul. And it's like, once we acknowledge these people keep hitting these walls, like for me, lovers was switching up with me. And I think the purpose was to help me get the attention off of them, but then they started liking the B-man. And then they get tortured to death. And then, I look back at them, I wait a year. 2 years later to evaluate them and observe them, look in on them. And they ain't doing good. It don't matter if they sexy or not. They ain't doing good. And I heard them get out of that immediately. So it's like you gotta, if you really want confirmation, you gotta look You know who doing you wrong. You know the people, but you gotta look past the people you see. You gotta have your discerning spirit, and you kind of know their family. You kind of know, so you gotta be like, if this person, a certain person doing something to you, but how? You know they ain't financially able, so you gotta look further, deeper into it, and then you realize, whoa, this right here lead to my auntie, or to my mama, or my pop, or my uncle. Damn, you know, I get all the way around the damn. Like I got a Cancer, Virgo, all the zodiacs is in my energy that's attacking me, and most of them are water zodiac though. Uh, Go on, girl. I wish you stop my energy. I want you to get out my energy. Why you in my energy, child? Well, one of our limbs keep kicking in, bro. What is up with you, child? Don't you got somebody? Try to keep on coming over here. What is up with you? I can hear in my head. I want you. You don't want me. You just throw over that dude, whoever you got. If you got somebody. I think you did, though. Now, silly as hell. It's like once you get over, it's like once you open them gates up to your limb, to your tree, it ain't no way around that. You just gotta deal with it. They consider family whether you met them or not. They get on your nerves, though. Not all of them. I'd say about 3 or 4 of them. 6, but 2 of them just cash cows. The rest of them just be playing and shit. But anyway, look at him. Anyway, it's like I said, it's coming true. It's like right here in front of our eyes, bro. It's like first you gotta step out of that and realize you stagnated. And it seemed like it would be hard if you rich, but to me it's easier because all you gotta do is step out of it. You ain't gotta step out of it a week, realize you don't have no friends, and you probably ain't got and you probably ain't got a lover. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you super rich. Just, mute everything besides my money that's going out to everybody else. Outside your business, you gotta keep that going. But mute everything. Get all the unnecessary money going out to these individuals. Just mute it for about 7 days if you don't mind. And you know your account gonna mute it. And then you're gonna realize the energy of these people, how they treat you. And then you're gonna be able to go back and tell your accountant, cut this person out, cut that person out, cut this person out. Then you're gonna save a whole bunch of money for a little bit. But then you might need it these people for something. But then you might go back and find a real individual to replace those people. And that's how I did my business. That's why all my business, if I ever get away from these fucking kidnappers, I'd be blossom like a rose. All they had to do was support me, y'all. I was in lucrative businesses. All they had to do was tell that everybody had friends and stuff selling houses. You could sell I was getting deals on $1 million home for $100,000. I buy this house, and all my friends would have, all my family would have to do is say, they got somebody wanting a house, and I tell them, let's say this person want to spend $500,000, $600,000 for a house. Okay. I say, I got a house. So I sell them $1 million house, $560,000, and you give me $250,000. You keep the rest. That, see what I'm saying? $300,000. You keep the rest. That's all they had to do. They sitting there attacking me, doing stupid ass, ridiculous ass, embarrassing ass, lame, corny ass, cornball ass. You ain't my family. Ain't no damn way you my family. I don't know what the hell happened. My grandparents was. I love my grandparents. I love my grandparents on both sides. I don't know what the hell happened to my mom and dad in there. They were wilding, bro. they were acting like kids, bro, for the longest, bro. Like, what are you doing? They had, even in the spiritual, it was like a situation like, How can these parents be so good and their kids be so evil? And then we found out that it was through black magic, like old ancient texts and books and stuff they was into. And it's like I said, these certain books, bro, I ain't gonna say that Satan take over your vessel, but it warps the energy somehow when you start messing with them damn books. And that's why they ancient and text, and that's why ain't nobody using them. That's why they buried them in people's churches and stuff, cause they dangerous to society, bro. Like we dealing with this. That's why I say you gonna need the Vatican. You gonna need them. You gonna need them because the stuff that for me personally, from my experience in life, when it comes down to demons, exorcisms, like that shit, all that real. And I ain't never. I'm just saying, it's real. When it comes down to evil and good, and it get to the degree of people truly possessed and needing exorcism and all, that's real. And even your house might need to be exorcised. But these people hid certain documents and information. Cause look at what we do to each other with the basic unit of mouth, bro. We sit in mouth, yeah, with the basic unit of mouth. We just sit here and demolish one another with the words we say, not understanding that words have power. The closest language to God is numbers. So I don't even know why I say that, but it's like if we don't figure this out, y'all, we'll not make it. But either way it go, if something ancient was in my house outside of the relics, if it was books and stuff, I'd go ahead and give it, donate it to the Vatican or museum. They just not say, not even in my hands. Cause you know, a book like that, with me going through this, I can read one thing in that book and it'll show me something to swap up, and it'll change this whole thing overnight. And hell, it might seem like a good life for a while, but it's gonna lead to devastation because I probably alter the whole timeline, which is a whole timeline of people, which is 8.2 billion people. That's how many people we got in this timeline, right? It'll be 8.2 billion people that we just altered. That's why I attacked the tarot community first when I first got on here 4 years ago, because I noticed that they was telling I don't even think they meant it, because as soon as I said lecture on it, they kind of stopped. They started stopping it, and then they started, which was good, and I'm proud of that. They started getting on to the people that were doing. But it's like, let's say it's a twin flame over here, but this twin flame is broken and broke like me. But let's say it's another twin flame over here that's rich. And that twin flame that's rich is really looking for her lover. But the broken one probably ain't. They just working, doing the normal stuff. They know they too broke to have a lover, so they ain't worried about a lover. And then you got this twin flame over here, though. She's looking for a lover. Well, she go to tarot, and the tarot people say, well, this person got this person, 5 of cups, or whatever. I don't even know none of it. 5 of swords. Ain't no way he can be this and that. Getting tortured that way. Ain't no way. Listen, it's another one over here. This one says it's right on the money. That's who you supposed to be with. But they in the 5 of swords, cups, everything in the 5s. Get out of it before you go in it. He ain't no good. I know he ain't no good. Not knowing he been attacked, probably been kidnapped, probably done been all going through everything in the high water, because he was probably born a prince and they kidnapped him at his birth or whatever the case may be. And it's just thrown off. Everything just thrown all the way off. So he's getting tortured. He getting literally tortured to death. But instead of them acknowledging that, they do now. But back then, instead of them acknowledging that, they would say, now over here is um, a divine masculine. And girl, you ought to see how you got a good job, lawyered up. Oh, hair look good. Oh, beautifulest thing I ever seen in my entire entirety. You going the wrong way, but you're going this way, but that person was going the right way. It came to them for confirmation. And the sad part is all the information was real and it was all relevant, but it was all misguided information. You get what I'm saying? It's like they didn't take in. You should have looked. The energy don't lie. If the energy say this is a divine masculine, it's a divine masculine. That's when you should kick in gear like my girl S.A. Carmen did. Saying, I'm going to look into this. I posted thing 4 years ago. 4 years ago. She said, I think something's off about this. This guy might be telling the truth. I thank you for that, sweetheart. Because she kind of risked her life to look into my life to see was it true. And she didn't have to do that. And I always be indebted to you for that. And after you did it, everybody jumped in it. Well, other people was already in it, like spiritual advisors and all that. But a lot of people was getting attacked, along with me getting attacked. So, So it was like when she investigated me, it was like a whole plethora of divine feminines and divine masculines getting attacked by their families. That was deep, wasn't it? That was real deep. So it kind of just cut the energy off in the cause. So it ain't like y'all can't read no more. And the ancestors ain't with you. It's the fact that this case got to be solved. Ain't no way around it. And we all should be thankful because this is a book that we all know, the Zoo book, directly from God, the source. We all know it's them in all the cards. And just to have somebody like me to verify it should relieve you. And then everybody should just be focused on fixing the energy in this department so God can get the wheel back moving on earth. And then you won't feel like you just bought a car to drive down the road to have sex with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, we just got to be patient with God, y'all. He already patient with us. Why we can't be patient with God? But, anyway, that's how they read the call. They kept doing that. It was women coming to me. And I even messed. I said, go check the tarot, they'll tell you. And they were throwing me in the trash by accident. Yeah, it says he's the divine masculine. But he got the 5 cup, 5 sword, 5 of this. I don't think that's no good, period. I don't even know. I got to get some cards. I ain't never read them. I can read them, though, if I get them, but I ain't got them. It's a particular deck of cards I want. If I can't get them decks, I don't want no cards. That's just the way I am when it comes to certain things. But anyway, so they were like, and look at them. And 2 of them rolled by here. Look at it how and drove out laughing at new cash cows. How you doing now? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Everybody knows the best and the most beautifulest things probably in the ugliest parts of the world. A silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. And y'all got tricked out of y'all own blessings. Anyway, but it was like, how you like me now? But they were like, look at him. And look at him, honey. On drugs. And when I was on drugs, they were really tearing me up. On drugs, homosexual. And then they got somebody that looked like me that really was going both ways. They were tearing that person all the way up, which was a female. She was tired. She came to me. It's bad when your doppelganger come to you and say, and she looked me in the eye and said, why you ain't dead yet? Why you ain't dead yet? It was like she wanted to say, why you ain't dead yet? My booty tired, I'm tired, my body tired, my back, she did say, she said, my Lord, she said, my lower back is killing me. I said, you know why, don't you? Shut up, nigga. And that's how she would talk to me, bro. We just go, hey, we weren't never like sisters and brothers, bro. We couldn't have been no relationship. Bro, I swear to God. She just kind of, I just want to know why you ain't, I care about you. I really do. But why you ain't dead yet? Oh, I'm tired of this shit. My booty hurt. My back hurt. I just want to sit there and relax and enjoy my kid. You don't never want to hear nobody like that talking about enjoying their kid because you don't even want to know the story. But anyway, so that's how it went, bro. So get the tag. Did they have her picture up? They'll dress her up in the finest attire, and I see this woman, but they'll go ahead and put her picture up on the tarot. And this 4 5 years, this before all these changes came, y'all. So you don't be trying to attack nobody. It's funny to laugh at now though, but they'll dress her up. They'll still show them pictures from time to time, and she look like she's supposed to be looking. They'll dress her up, put a nicest wig on, dress her up. She'll not looking like this. With my money, with my life, my identity, she done completely stole from me. Completely stole from me. And they'll put her in front of that thing, because the energy will be thrown, because she a real flame. So the energy will be throwing the tarot reader completely off. And she know how to work it. And it's just awful. It was just back and forth, back and forth. And I'm still looking like the old toe down bomb that they kept me as, you know what I'm saying? They ain't helped me yet. And it's like, God, all I got is you, God, to take care of me. And God was like, you know and I know. You just sit still, son. We're going to take care of everything. And they tearing their asses up out there. They tearing their asses up out there. I don't know how to check some of them, y'all. They tearing them girls up out there. They tearing some people up out there, though. Lord have mercy, girl. Look like Wolverine got a hold to you down there. You heard that booty part? Listen, and this is the different chapter. It says right here, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with lamps. Jerusalem can be people, human beings now. And punish the men who are settled in complacency, who say in their heart, a man can be woman or man. The Lord will not do good, nor will he do evil. Therefore, their goods shall become booty. Oh, excuse me, guys. Ain't nothing like the good old book of Jesus. I love that book. I'm the kind of person, boy, have a little miniature Bible right here in my pocket. And be out there talking junk to gangsters, they'll be blasting on me. Have bullet holes all in the Bible. Thank you, guys. You saved my life once again. I'm telling you, bro, I was thrown off in the street. Kept that Bible on me. I almost slapped a person with a Bible one time. Thank God I didn't. Then I almost rolled some weed up in the Bible, and I thank God I didn't do that. Them was the two probably greatest sins I was probably going to commit one time. I think back to them, and I'm glad I just didn't do it. But I remember trying to teach somebody the Bible, and they just refused. They just refused to learn about it. And I grabbed that Bible, I put it in my hand just right, and I was finna go ahead and do them right in, but God got me out of there. Thank you, Lord. But for real, though, I had to cover my face. Or call me. Why you ain't dead yet, though? What's going on? Like, they be serious. Yeah. First they asked me how I'm doing, how they feel about me, like literally how they seriously feel. And then I was like, you know, what it is. I tell them what they did on the phone. We fussing on the phone calmly. And then after all that over, they be like, well, why you ain't dead yet, though? It would just be just like that. And why you ain't dead, I'm going to come over there and look at you just to see is you doing as good as you say you're doing. Because you should be dead, nigga. That's how the conversation go. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's how they used to do. So the women that did would have came, and then they got thrown all the way off. They went down the road that the people told them to go down. I don't know what the hell they got going on. I know some babies popped up and some other different types of reality came up, but it don't seem heavenly to me at all. It seemed like a nightmare. Even worse of the fact that you're tied together. You make a baby with somebody, you bind it now. So you better make sure you bind it to the right one. I told y'all they ain't never buying this spell. Like I'm saying, like it's good to have kids, but like I said, it's a physical. It's just the spirit. It's something that it's deep. It's more deeper than you think it is. And like you got 5 kids, you better do right by them 5 kids if you don't want to go back to hell. It's like I hate to say that, but it's almost like the less kids you got, safer you really are. something like I don't really get the science of it. It's difficult right now, y'all, cause I can't really focus on like I want to, cause I'm being attacked too much. But I can get the gist of it, and that's pretty much what it is. And see, I don't have when I had my child, God came to me then. It was a few times before I got God, like I got God now solid. It was rare that I would hear God and know if it was God. I couldn't distinguish the difference between God and my ancestors and nobody. And but them particular, it was three moments in my life, and one of the time was when I had my child. And like I was sitting on that porch, he said, "Tat, I told you not to have no kids." And you can go ask anybody when I went to school, anyone that I tell them I never had kids. And that was God telling me the whole time I never had kids. And then I had that child, and then all hell broke loose. Not nothing. I love my child. That's why I'm going through all this. I love my child. I mean, that ain't God, but shit, I love my child, y'all. I was glad to have my child, 'cause I wasn't gonna have to deal with my wife like that no more. Well, my ex-wife, because hell, she became a headache. She became worse than kids. Kids. And I was like, damn, I couldn't wait to have a child to put time in my child. I have an excuse not to deal with her. So when she was like, she was finna leave and doing all that headache shit, I said, well, good, get on. But I ain't know she was gonna try to take my life with her. And then we learned, and it led us all here to this mess. And rather it get resolved or not, it don't matter, because I'm resolved. I'm ready to die and go to heaven. How many of y'all can say that? I'm not saying I'm wanting to die. It's just saying I'm prepared to die. I'm happy. I love myself. Whether I'm living or dead, it don't matter. I'm good. I feel comfortable crossing over. Anyway, peace and love.